Yes, apart from the people of Yunus, if it were not for the existence of a town of believers, their faith would not have benefited them. When they embraced faith, we alleviated their humiliation in the worldly life and provided for them for a certain period of time. This was only possible because of their belief in Allah. It is a reminder of how faith can bring about positive changes and blessings in one's life, even in the face of challenges. Allah declares, "We allowed them to live for a certain period of time, bestowed wealth upon them, but if they persist in their arrogant conduct, it seems that in the modern age people will exhibit even greater arrogance, and especially when God reduces a portion of the punishment, they will display even more arrogance, mistakenly believing they have triumphed over Allah and using those exact words. Then the Almighty will send someone else and they will struggle with another generation. Then it will leave a slight gap there again. It will be in such a way that Allah will not let any harm come to His servants." Upon confronting him, I reached out to you, employing gentle measures and making soft pleas during our conversation. I made challenging phone calls. I have tried everything in my power to make you see the truth, to convince you, to utilize every means and methods available, but you are so insistent on not taking any advice from it that you deliberately and blatantly ignored Allah Azza and Jalla every single time it was presented to you without any hesitation or consideration. The process is taking place on this line. In this process we are going through, if we interpret it in this context, we will interpret it correctly. If we interpret it in a secular manner, the events that have occurred will have happened spontaneously, without considering what the Almighty intended for us. Something could have occurred, we could have consumed something, it could have originated from Him, someone could have tampered with something, it could have come from that as well. But ultimately, for something to happen and come to fruition, it can only occur with Allah's permission, with His consent. We must acknowledge the divine influence in every aspect of our lives and recognize our dependence on Him. And the outcome of all matters belongs to Allah. Therefore, the fact that the source is found and how it is determined does not lead us to the conclusion that it is not Almighty God who did it. This is just a speculation, because no event can occur or be brought into existence without the permission of Allah, the Almighty.